Hello, hello, hello. We exist here now. How is everybody today on this fine Tuesday? We're streaming off of schedule a little bit because life things happened, but plan is the same for today as it was yesterday. We're working on custom trees because I need to get better at them, and this is the next best way to do it. Actually, I don't know what a better way to do this would be, other than this. Let me see. Sound is good. Cool. Alrighty. I do have a reference photo that I want to use. Where's my reference photo? Hold up. So, I am taking an idea that was given to me the other day in the comments. There, hey Mel. Ellie made a really good point to do. Ooh, that is okay. No, I adjusted. Okay, to do a indoor style tree situation with the city and stuff, like an Ewok village. So now I'm just trying to figure out how exactly to do the trees. That's what we're doing today. Is trying to figure out how to do massive trees. This is something that I came up with off stream, and I'm not sure if I like the idea or not. There's a bunch of other ideas that we could do. I kind of want to start off with just the straight, hi Maddie, straight tall bit. And then just kind of, hold up, puppy needs in. I knew that was gonna happen. Puppies, you can't decide what you want. I almost actually need to get a doggy door for my for my stream room door, so I don't constantly have to let her in and out. Right now, I want a better picture of the root system of. So it's kind of broad. So the indoor trees, if I am not mistaken, are just redwoods. So I've looked up reference photos of redwoods and stuff like that. I don't know how. Oop. Easy it is to see. Oh. Well, I hope it's all good for you. I do have a puppy, yeah. I have a puppers. Her name is Lily. She is a tiny thing. She's 8 pounds, barely. That's very unorganic. You're laughing your head off at him right now? Dang. Alright. Something like that, and then you can have branches. Okay. And use it thinner. Maybe? So that'd be the trunk. And then even you could do mugshots of him. Dang. If you want it to make it look thinner. Just like that. Maybe? I'm only really using one color right now because I'll add texture in later once we figure out more of an idea. I guess just pictures of his face, random pictures of his face is what I took that as. Oh, with different snap filters. Gotcha. Alright. You know, I wish you could put the slabs. I know this is like asking a lot from Mojang. Like you have the upside down slabs and then you have the regular slabs. Can I have like sideways slabs where it just like lays on the side and takes this corner? So a lot of different layers of slabs. I don't know how you'd even like... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. I'll just put this back. Ooh, not that one. Just that one. Where is the leaves? Leaves are in nature. You can install them. Yeah, well, seeing how I usually play just on vanilla, I'm trying to do it very vanilla in the design of things too. Oh my gosh. When I want to place things, I have to press both space and this shift bar at the same time. I like more of this. I might look also at some how other people's have done trees, because I don't think there's any issue in looking at if you're not like, yeah, I don't care. Shut up. It just yelled at me for the ad blocker, and I'm like, I don't care. If you're not doing a block for block rebuild, but you're taking aspects of how the person built the tree. It's like this guy's using slabs and then doing slopey things. Doing something like that for a tree build, I actually don't know how well you guys can see this. If you need me to make it bigger, let me know, and I will build this up a little bit more. Did my music just full on stop? Or is it that one that just stops halfway through and it's mostly just silence? Okay. So the idea of the sloped tree bit is pretty decent. I'll use that and pull back. This is a good reference for not the trunk, but the leaves. And it does kind of slope, kind of like the fur next to it. Kind of like that. Maybe not as harsh. I'll probably grab slabs and see. And then you just layer over with... Ooh. Huh, okay. Kind of like that. Remove this bit. Okay, cool. Kind of like how that looks. I still don't like how this one looks. I'm trying to just build on the techniques so that I can just easily transfer this design into the survival world. Do little stumpy bits for little leaves. that. I'm not the most skilled at tree building yet. That's why we're here. We're trying to improve that. I feel like if you don't challenge yourself to try building something that is a little bit out of your build comfort zone, then you never grow as a builder. It's like anything. If you don't let yourself get out of the comfort zone that you're used to, you don't grow as a person or as whatever field you're in. You have to take that chance sometimes. Try something new. And if I just keep adding to the layers as it goes up. Poke it out a little bit. Have some of it show, but not all of it. Hey, Ellie! I'm working on trying to get, like, redwood trees down so that we can build the trees, the indoor trees kind of thing. So that's what we're working on right now. Is just trying to grow our skill set so that we can more accurately build indoor trees. Or redwoods. Because I'm pretty sure it was filmed in the redwood forest. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Or like some big forest kind of thing. I think we got a rough idea of how we want the actual leaf bits to look though, so that's good. Which is basically this, where we're currently placing blocks on. But how are you? How is your Tuesday? It depends. I don't know. I do sometimes. It's kind of a preference thing if I want to or not. I don't really... I don't know. I have it. I have it set up. I could technically turn it on if I wanted to. But I'm not today. Oh, also, if I'm doing VTuber or actual webcam, I have to have a bright light on my face. And sometimes, because I am very light sensitive, I have to be careful of how I'm doing it and how much. Because it can affect things. I wonder if I just bonk bonk. Like that. It definitely needs to be bigger, but I do like the format for the trees. Yeah. it can give me a headache or a migraine really quick if I'm not careful. So I pick and choose what I'm gonna do and when. I think if I'm playing other games other than Minecraft, I might turn back on and do VTube stuff and more face cam, but yeah. Like, I want to at some point, and I think I might make it a follow goal thing, because I'm not sure how I'd set it up, but I would love to do like an IRL baking stream or something like that. Because that's something I'm already passionate about, is baking and cooking and stuff. So being able to do a stream of it would be kind of slick. In my opinion. But as of yet, I don't really know how I do that. So I'm almost giving it as like a goal set, so that I can have time to plan and stuff. Because my laptop probably could stream it, but the only camera I have is my webcam. So it'd have to be a thing. It'd have to be a very big milestone or something like that. So I'm still plotting and planning that idea, but I would love to do it. I do want to at some point get more stuff for streaming so that I could maybe do more IRL kind of stuff rather than just video games. But at the moment, this is what we got, and we're good with it. Anyways, with video editing now and stuff like that, I've been pretty busy. It's keeping me pretty active on stuff. Like, even this stream right now is me trying to... How did it get so bad all of a sudden? Down here it looks great, but up here kind of... Maybe because these are too... identical. It's too identical. I want to get a proper computer so I can get back into streaming. Fair enough. Streaming is fun. I enjoy it very much. I mean, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be streaming as much as I am. But it is a blast for sure. And you kind of need you don't need like a high-end computer to stream, but you do have to have a decent one to stream. Especially depending on the game. Trying to see how this looks from the ground. I won't be doing all of it oak, but oak is what I'm using to just build plot ideas. Yeah. Minecraft at 20 frames is, yeah. If it's only Minecraft and it's struggling with that, yeah, I think I started, to be honest, I think I started out with a computer that bad for Minecraft, just because it's all I had. Maybe add more dense leaves, or like denser rings. Because this doesn't give full canopy, kind of like... Let's look up Endor trees. And get a better... I think if we combined them... Endor trees are just firs. I'm realizing this. Trees and firs and redwoods. So just being able to make super big, dense trees, I think is gonna be what we need from this. Looks like a prehistoric tree. Yeah. Well, I'm still trying to go for that one certain look for it. This might be... It's huge. So we might just do... I don't know. I do like the structure of this... The trunk. I just don't know how I'm gonna do the leaves and the trees on it. Because they can't be as thin as that, I don't feel like. So it'd almost have to be just full block. I just remembered I have a giant tree that I'm supposed to be building for somebody on Elfie's server. Shows, how, yep. I also need it not to go all in the same direction. Because if it all goes down in the same direction, it's gonna look like it's like a helicopter tree and it's trying to take flight of some sort. Oh, that is way too curvy. Way too much of a curve there, bud. That's too bad. That's not too bad. And then you just put these on top. I want to see how this actually looks, because it might be what we do for the big one. Like, have these like, trees similar to this in the undergrowth of the big trees. Because you'd have that in a forest where you have the little ones that are getting just enough light to grow up, but not enough to grow as big as the trees around it. And I'd probably do a 2 wide on this. Just to make it look bushier. For the trees, I'm so half tempted to download, what is it? Looks pretty good. Lightmatica, just so I can copy these trees into the survivor world. At least the design of them. But I also kind of like the aspect of being able to craft it, everyone a little bit different and unique to each tree. Especially for a survival world when you're going to be playing it long term. So right now I'm just building up the techniques to how I'd want to build it. Using it as a reference, but not as a blueprint, I'd say. I've never liked working with building Minecraft stuff off of a blueprint. Usually I'll just look at reference photos and go, okay, this is roughly what I want to do. Let's see how it turns out. No planning, just doing. Yeah, and then you just add 1,000 more of these limbs and it should be good. And then you could have the little limbs as well in there. I also might... So I do have the Hermitcraft Season 10 world downloaded on my computer, and I'm half tempted. I will, if I'm looking for inspiration, I'll open up a Hermitcraft download and look at all the stuff they've built and go, okay, so this is the technique you used. And then I'd go on from there and be like, okay, let's see, can I switch this? Look at B-dubs. Yes, hang on. Actually, I will switch over to that because it's great. I love how much they've done. It's so nice that they've put it as a world download. So you can open it up and look. Ah, falling from the sky. My audio just went weird. Hold up, guys. So sometimes when my computer takes way too much processing power, it decides to wig out my my audio interface. It's great. It's a little bit of a unique thing. I've been looking at scars a lot. And this, because this is over by Scar's base. This is Scar's base. I want to try to build trees. Oh, whoops. Very similar to these, because I feel like these trees are good indoor trees. Yeah. Knowing Scar, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, no, these are very redwood, but yeah. I don't know how he makes it look so organic. I think the fence posts help a lot making it thinner. I was having the problem of it looked too chunky. And I feel like I have to have the base massive. But this base is only... It's not actually that big. It's roughly... Hang on. I am gonna build it. Wonder if he has any tutorials. I don't know if Scar has any tutorials. I've never looked it up. I know that Grian and Gem have done build tutorials before. I don't know about Scar, but dude, he almost needs to make tree building tutorials. And to make the difference in, like, texture of the bark as he goes up, he'll put some of the walls in there. And, like, there's deep slate in here. And it kind of just... looks 5x5, yeah. I was gonna build in it, and I was like, I don't like the idea of coming into an already built area and adding to it, because I'm just like, I just want to stare at all the things they've already built. Yeah, but Scar's trees are phenomenal. So are B-dubs, but this season, hang on. So I have a mini map, and this is very helpful to get from place to place. Teleport here. His feel, they're too piney and too small. Banosh, hi. Yes, tree. We're currently looking at the Hermitcraft World download because I need inspiration. So we're just staring at their trees. Look at those pretty trees. How are you doing, Banosh? How is my friend from long ago? Because I haven't talked to you in ages. But I also haven't been active on YouTube for ages. Till recently. See, I do like the trapdoor stuff and slabs that B-dubs does. And I have actually used this as inspiration for my base on King's server. Because these are really nice, like, just shoot up pines. So that's really good to use. Very nice. I like that all of them are different heights. They're not really all the same. Did anyone else do really good trees on this season? Other than Scar. As we slowly fly over to Scar. You don't think you watched this season? Fair enough. I watched the beginning of it and the end of it. I kind of watched sporadically through the middle. So last time I watched, Scar was still like he had just finished this giraffe. Dude, the giraffe though. So great. I love the giraffe one. But yeah. There's so much cool stuff that I want to learn from these guys. Slowly building up on it. No, it was Mumbo's consciousness thrown into a computer. Not Grumbot. A little bit different than Grumbot. Grumbot was a fun plot story with that season. Was that season 9? Season 8 or 9? Can't remember. Was Grumbot the one with the Big Moon season? Or is that a different season? Yeah, so this is about the same size, maybe a little bigger than the base of Scar's tree. Yeah, Mumbo did the GLaDOS treatment. So Scar tends to just, from the looks of it, use fences and stuff. And then he just bonk bonk arounds it. I remember Grumbot in Mumbo Jumbo for Mayor arc. I can't remember when the Mumbo Jumbo for Mayor arc was though. Like what season was that? So, Scar kind of just does that, it seems. I feel like I might have layered too much, but I don't know. It would be cheaper to use the fences rather than the whole blocks. I do like this idea for under layer ones, but you do have to... One thing that I realized that makes this one look weird. You do have to, like, have it pull in. So instead of just having, oh, random size of branches, you kind of have to have it shrink down as it goes up. It also adds to the forced perspective, and that's also how just trees grow. So, that's another thing we have to work on. So I'm gonna build another tree. We're just gonna have a bunch of random trees everywhere. That was an attempt at a tree. And I was like, this isn't working. So it just looks like a weird, weird pillar. Just a tiny bit of a weird pillar. I'm gonna just do a straight tree and just be like, if I want to start here, like that, and then so that's I don't know how I was counting, but if we just do slightly different, and you kind of in between what's already there. I have to go. Good luck with the rest of your stream. Thank you. I'll be working on trees. Oh, hi, Chip. How is the chip this fine Tuesday? Probably with more space between these branches, but for a rough idea. Stressy, depressy with lemon zesty. Oh, yeah, wait, did you finish your finals? Or are you stressing is this pre-test stress or after test? Not until later tonight, yeah, so this is pre-test stress. I don't know why, but pre-test stress, I have to pause in between. Pre-test stressy, depressy. Oh no. Yeah, I would have to, like, add more space between the layers, because this is just melding together. It's not bad, but it's definitely... combined a little bit. Okay, maybe it is bad. I'd climb that tree. You'd climb this tree. This very stick of a tree. Yeah, that's definitely not exactly how I'd want to do it. Yeah, I know. That was just trying to do a design styling. I might try it again. Just a little bit lower. I like that branches. The branches, guys. It's great information to know. The branch, it branches. We're just gonna trust the process. We're gonna add more leaves and hopefully it looks better. This style. I need to, like, ask, so one of the gals on King's server is very, very, very good at building trees, and I might just need to ask her for a prep on how to make good trees. I'm trying to make it branch out a little bit. I have that sunlocked, right? I think I do. Bushy tree. Okay, yeah, it looks better while I'm adding more to it. We're just basically trying to perfect tree building. As we go along here. Trying to do the best, simplest tree, I guess. Best result with the simplest of techniques. If I do, hang on. Just to add some like force color perspective. That. I feel like this might be almost too dark. Kind of playing with the colors now. Caesar's crossed. The what? Is this a game thing? I'm gonna assume it's a game thing. Either that or you're talking about a very interesting salad. 9, it's a song about a historical event. Nice. This looks really bad without shaders on. Oh, a Sabaton song. Okay, that makes sense. With shaders? Without shaders. There needs to be more done to this to make it look good. Because I'm trying to, I don't know. I will be recording with shaders on because I started with shaders. But it's not terrible. There needs to be, I think there needs to be some coloring, like color differences, like maybe different leaves interspersed. With different color, like a darker, is there a darker leaf color? Depends on what you mean by darker, but or just even add leaves to the bottom. Where's the, hang on, birch? I think birch is the complement color to spruce. Yeah. I don't want to cover all the fences because I do want some of them poking out, because you're not gonna have a fir tree or spruce tree or any tree without some branches showing. That. Bushy tree. Looks pretty good. I would say. I do like the technique of B-dubs technique, I guess. Actually, I've seen way too many creators do this, so it might not just be a B-dubs thing. Oh, sound alert. Ah, hang on. Ah, someone followed on the YouTube side. I appreciate it. Thank you. Even if you were following by a short, not the stream. Appreciation is still there. Do you like this though? It's from far away. Looks great. Alright, bonk. Short or a video, either or. I just realized I only said short and I'm like, I make full-length content too. Yay. Chippy, thank you for the opinion of putting different trees down here. I need to get a, I don't know. Maybe. That's a very good spruce tree, and I like it. And it's not a bad technique to like harness either. I think this is even better than the ones I made on King's server. Which I do want to actually look at because I want to see if it is actually different. Rather than just saying it's different. People bought things at my shop. Ah. Why did somebody buy 400 or 6? That's the many. Yeah, so this was more. I do like this style though. This was very reminiscent of B-dubs' style. But then I did more like true Minecraft style leaves. But yes, fancy. I want to get myself back to a spot where it's safe so I can go back into the creative world. Because I do want to focus on making bigger trees. And I need to work on jungle-y trees. Oh, golly. Which is kind of what we're trying to do. We are trying to do more of, I kind of want to do a mash of what indoor trees would be and what, like, jungle trees would be. Meaning, it's time to pull up the Pinterest board of inspiration again, because I don't know what I'm doing. Redwood jungle trees. Just making sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Bonk. Bonk. At least somewhat what I'm doing. I could move it so you guys can see the whole page. There we go. Jungle trees are interesting. Because you have so many different types. Like rainforest ones where it's like super mangrove-like is what I'd say. Well, hello there. This is creative, man. You're not gonna get any sales. Okay. Back to staring at tree. Could just upgrade that and make it a bigger one. Very fancy, very fancy, Chip. There's so many ideas. I do kind of like this one where it's like a poofy at the top. Is there more like that? Is that all of... There aren't very good pictures. I just need to know what one looks like. Like there's... Like maybe this is a good one. Rainforesty trees. There's a lot. Oh wow, Stream Elements is slow. I like how my my Streamlabs registered before Stream Elements. Bro, that thing is slow. Doesn't know what to do. There are so many different types of trees for jungle trees. I must just have to pick one style and stick with it. Which probably will be the... I feel like it's easy to do. Easy, air quotes, easy to do. That kind of style. Let's attempt it. I'm gonna say it's easy until we actually try. Okay. I feel like there's better pictures of that though. I'm just gonna practice the top of the tree. To do something that's like all tangled, like tangled. That's not the word I wanted. Gnarled? Wavy? So I think you technically have like... We're gonna use fence posts again, because I really like how fence posts look for this. So you have like one all gnarled this way, then you might have it split off, and then go like over, and then up, and then over and up. You might have another one. Can I please? It's roughly close to that, but then you just over and up. Maybe it's actually gonna go up and then gnarl over this way. Bonk. Up in that way. Okay. And then you add leaves, which actually I do kind of like the combo of these leaves, so I'm gonna use the free scroll wheel technique. So I don't think it's a bad technique. And then just say it's not a bad technique, and then it only gives me the jungle leaves for part of it. Now the thing is, if I want to do this design for the Forever World, I will have to go out and find a spruce forest. Which I think I might have found a spruce forest, but I can't remember if I have or not. Kind of like that. Bonk. I do really, really like using the fence post for trees. I think I'm gonna have to add that as a usual technique for me. Pretty bushy. Yeah. Chip sent me a DM because he did. Okay. Alright. Let's do things. Walk that there, there, and there, and there. So for the top of a tree, I think this looks good. It's gonna be fun when we build similar in survival. And what I'd probably do is keep these a little bit more open from the leaves themselves. Bushy tree. Hold up, I need to actually get to it so I can... Chip! Are you still here enough to mod? Never mind. I got it. Yeah, I know. I asked you and then I was like, wait a minute, I got it. We're good. Pretty awesome. Dang. Well, I appreciate you being here to be mod, even if I end up modding myself anyways. Not any fault of your own. Just because I'm a strong, independent woman. Also, Chip, if you need to, if you want to hang, I am in a VC. Invite has been sent. If you want to, yep. If you want to ignore your pre-test jitters. Okay. I'll have to figure out how big I want the base of the tree to be, seeing how this is just the trying to figure out a design for the top of the trees. I am, once again, very, very much liking the using fences technique. At least I'm having a blast with it. I'm trying to leave some of the fences exposed, so it looks like the actual branches. But yeah. So I kind of like the idea of having it, you be able to see the center. What I might also do. Ooh, that was scrolled too fast down that. What am I thinking of trying to build with? What was I trying to think of doing? Where is the mud bricks? There's the copper. Is that in the nature stuff? Color blocks? No. Am I just missing it? Packed mud. There you go. I was just missing it. Completely. Just not seeing it. Use that instead. Gives a brighter aspect to it. How does this look without the shaders? Not too bad, not too bad. I think I removed too much of the trees down. The leaves down on this bit though. There we go, just a couple of the branches poking out. Looks fine. So that should be the top of a tree, kind of like the reference photo. Should work just fine. Oh, I have it off-centered, so weird. Oh my goodness. I did not even realize that, sorry guys. There we go. A little bit better. So that's pretty good, I like that. Pretty easy design to follow as well. I do like the idea of the packed mud in the middle of them. Okay. So we have that one, we have this sprucey one. Definitely a spruce tree. That one's more jungly, I think. These big ones, though, I don't know. Definitely something we'll work on. Right now, flying around in creative is making me motion sick, so we're gonna go do something else. Let's see. Pi and Deacon are on. So I want to quick check what my friend Elfie is doing. He is doing a charity stream, so I want to see what he's at right now. Alrighty. Still doing his thing. Alrighty. So we are doing our own... Oh, there's baddies in the sky, guys. So, we are doing our own charity stream later this month. And for that, I was having some goals set up for that. which is what we need to gather today. We need to gather some stuff for it. Meaning we have to go into the nether and get ourselves some netherite, because one of the things is an armor stand with netherite armor. I'm not expecting too many people. Wait, we have a, that's not how I do it. We have a cave home set. Here we go. Now the question is, what side have we not done, and what side is actually profitable to mine in? This direction. So, that. Because the... we don't have any torches. Okay. One of the main areas that are best to mine netherite in is not a lava pool, because you will burn and die. But a... what is it? What is it necessarily called? I can't remember. The wastes. The nether wastes. Found ancient debris that they're easier than in a basalt delta, which is also, basalt is such a pain in the butt. Ooh. Blackstone. Sometimes you will find netherite in the blackstone. Not frequently. I've also learned that if you just smelt these instead of using a fortune, you get a whole ingot instead of a nugget. I honestly don't know if it's more helpful than the fortunate. Goodness. But it's pretty good. Lava! Oh, lots of lava. We are directly under a lava pool. Yo! Netherite. Nice. Eat. Apparently it wasn't long ago that I was on this side. Lining stuff up, because there's still blocks floating. Taking a break from building just to mine netherite. Oh! Look at that. Pretty little cinnamon buns. But yeah, if we get enough, we won't have to worry about not having enough netherite for the armor stands for the charity stream. I don't feel like we're gonna have that many at the netherite level, but we'll see. It will be the first charity stream I've done, so we'll definitely see what happens. I might just start doing what Elfie does and do Extra Life throughout the year. This Extra Life is pretty cool as well. I was just thinking with all the insecurity about the US government being down and Snaps not being super funded, that Feeding America would probably be a better charity at the moment to do. But doing the Extra Life one could also be good. Yeah, I know, I saw that. I already put in the charity stream, and I feel bad if I pull out of it. Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw that they're trying to push for it to be reopened until January. So that does not give that much time before they go under again. Unless they finally... Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. At least I saw one thing saying that they're trying to push for it to be open until January, and then once it's in January, hopefully we figure out what's going on. I could have non-updated info though. So Chip, if you have more information, let me know. That was just from an article I saw this morning. I've been trying to keep tabs on it because I know last week they were trying to get the Supreme Court or something like that to fund snaps for the month, but then they took too long or something like that. And then they were trying to push for fully funding. So yeah. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Alright, I am unfortunately running low on energy, so... Ooh. We'll probably do here in half a second. Yeah, that's 4. That's enough for 1 ingot of netherite. We'll raid over to Elfie, as he is doing a charity stream currently. He's actually gone above his goal. His goal was 4,000. I think he's over 5,000 right now. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I'm gonna raid us over to the Elfie. And draw. Let me find the buttons. I don't think he's streaming on YouTube, so this will be the end of the line for the YouTube crowd, but he is streaming on Twitch, so we're just gonna raid over there and do all the things. Once I find the buttons. Raid. Elfie. And there we go. Off to Elfie we go. Alright, see you soon, guys.